Okay, welcome everyone. A new day, a new live stream. What's up? Hope you all are doing good. What's up, J Bay, GP, Mother Earth, Flotty, Christian, Mark, Deon. What's up, guys? Mano, El Duderino, Jeffrey. Welcome, guys. Good to have you here. What's up? Welcome, welcome. So, we've hit 100K. Very nice. Give me... Oh. Can you see the box? The microphone isn't there yet, so 1 second here, because I noticed that in the final few seconds of the live stream, we had a few scammers posting. A little bit higher, Okay. In today's live stream, of course, we're gonna cover Elliott waves. Yo, what's up, TP, Exodus? Welcome. We're gonna cover Elliott waves on Bitcoin and, of course, also on the alts. Yeah, now we're, of course, above 100K. Was a matter of time. The probabilities played out of the range that we were looking for. So very, very nice, no? As mentioned in the analysis in the past couple of days and you know, when the range started, we're looking for a wave 4. Probabilities were higher to take the highs of the range first, and we took the highs first. So there we go, very nice. And yeah, we'll run through the Elliott, like the waves on like in the previous range that we just got out of. So basically the range over here. So we will be talking a little bit about this, and of course the move up. I'll start on the weekly time frame, then on the daily, and then we get to the 1 hour time frame. I don't really have a lot of interest of covering the 15 here. I do have something to say about this move down here. Of course, looks very 3-wavy, but yeah, will be very short 15, and then we just jump to the alts. Craig right, Satoshi Nakamoto claims just went right out the window. He said a Bitcoin would never reach 100K. Yeah, he's wrong. Jen, welcome. Congratulations on new equipment and growing the channel. Appreciate all the info. Cheers, Jen. And thank you. I appreciate it. For the ones that do not know, you might recognize something's different. You might recognize that when I'm talking, I can look at you and I can actually read what you guys are saying right there. Very nice. Mark, what's up? Sam, hi guys. Happy 6 figures day, at least for now. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Power Meat, what's up? TP, did you see my question in Diamond Loud? Looked to me like leading diagonal that you disqualified. Has a claim to be wave 1. I think you were talking about, I saw a comment on some other charts. They're apparently like 2 is shorter than 4, but I use Coinbase, and Coinbase for me is the best with regards to wicks as well as volume. And I don't look at other charts. It served me well so far, but I haven't checked the Diamond Lounge. But your question might be the same as someone else had in the comment section. But now that price has moved up, TP, we're just looking for wave 4, 5. So we can always just extend another 4, 5, and then eventually count a double 1, 2 to start with. It's just that on my chart it doesn't work. On a few others it does. But it's more about the local price action now. So, but it's first of all, it's good that you probably checked it on some other charts, and you therefore, as you are of course studying Elliott waves and trading methodologies and plans, trading plans, it's good that you do your own research. You check, you pull the fibs, you pull the channel, and you check if something's right or not. All right. Now, of course, I can just pull it down, and then here you guys are. Very zoomed in, I know, but that's on the prompter. I have to zoom in. So, of course, during the live streams, I will still use this as well. So now, of course, I'm not looking in the webcam. Now I look at the screen, but now you guys can see your own message here. But I now have a teleprompter, which is positioned over there. So the webcam shines through glass, and very, very nice. So I can see your messages while looking in the webcam. Gives a bit more engagement in a way. I put a picture on my Instagram story. If you haven't seen it, this is my setup in front of me. Don't know if you can so you can see the yellow Lambo there, right? That's the teleprompter, and the webcam is basically behind it, which is really, really cool. And the prompter will be very helpful with a new style of video that we're going to have on the channel. So talking head shorts, talking head videos, more educational type of content, more evergreen as well. So it's very, very exciting to have it installed. Now, I actually have I need more USB ports. My light is currently connected to my power bank. So I need a port hub. And I still have a new laptop, new mic, some other stuff coming. Yeah, exciting. I really enjoy upgrading, updating everything. But it's nice that I can put my chat out of the window. I can just put it up here, and then I can just talk to you guys like this, which is very, very nice. And I can zoom in a little bit, and then ta-da. So yeah, I like it. I like it. Flotti, angle is different. You have a new setup. Yeah, so I used to have the new webcam a little bit on the side. I now put it straight above the laptop. So when I'm looking at the screen, it's the best I can do without, of course, using a screen webcam. Yeah. Emily Anthony Guy, what's up, Seriga? TP, the real else is that wave 3 you point out doesn't reach 1-618, was quite shallow for what you would expect for all-time high. Yeah, but that's just probabilities. The only official rule is that wave 3 is not allowed to be the shortest. So either your wave 1 or your wave 5 has to be longer. And then other than that, it's all about the structure. So you can see that if we count a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your wave 3 is indeed longer than your 1. And structure is more important than the fibs per se. Now the 1.618, of course, is a common target for wave 3, tends to be extended. And that is, I don't think I included this in the update, but if price moves up and volume is going to increase, then we are going to put a wave 3 here. So we just extend the impulse to higher. But we need to wait for that to happen, of course. Yeah. But what I do really like, and I know it based on your email as well, TP, it sounds like you are very analytical, which is something that I am as well, which is nice. When Lambo, when sell the Lambo, who says we don't have? Of course, when moving to a new country, new house, yeah, it's looking, checking. When Binance, yo, Alex of Crypto, what's up, man? How you doing? Gyarados, Obelix, Rahul, welcome, guys. Now, do you guys know, so my wife and I, before I go into the analysis, I just want to say this story. Let me go to the weekly already. And then we start with Bitcoin, and then we go to the day or the weekly time frame. Then we go to the daily time frame, 1 hour, 15 minute. And then we move to the alts. But my wife and I recently, we found a channel called The Lambo Lady, and she's an entrepreneur. But she obviously has a Lambo as well, which is nice because we love Lambos. And she uses it in a very effective way. And what I like about the channel, I suppose, and so does my wife, is it's not a sellout. You know what I mean? She she uses it in such a way that it doesn't show like it's not the typical show off type of thing. It's more like it's almost like normal, just it's difficult. You know what I mean? It's not like a random influencer just owning a Lambo just for the clicks and that sort of stuff, which I prefer. You probably have to check it yourself, but yeah, definitely interesting. We might do something like that in the future. When my wife and I, if we drive around, or myself, then we can make videos from the car. Beerkeer, oh wait a minute, Obelix, thanks man. Obelix coming in with the subs. Thanks for the 10 gifted, Obelix. That's very kind of you. Appreciate it, man. Happy 100K. Thanks for the support as well. Beautiful green badge, of course. Gonna be blue soon. Burker, Vect, Harry, Cody, Royston, Sanu, Vamo, ETE, Tillian McPooch, Yassin, and Joran Olia. Welcome, everyone. You have been gifted by Obelix, and make sure to fill in the form. Mark, yes, thanks. Thanks, Mark. Thank you. As Mark was here, I was like, yeah, make sure to fill in this form, and then we will get you sorted. Basically, we will bump you up to silver. Silver is like short-term updates and that sort of stuff. So, okay, we're gonna start. New tax system in France. Taxing unrealized gains in Bitcoin, was that confirmed? I don't know, it's up to my accountant. I focus on what I'm good at. They have to focus on what they're good at, which is making sure that I have to pay what I pay, but I pay the least I have to pay. That's their job. That's why I pay them, and it's up to them to figure it out. So yeah. Holy moly, guys. Slipstream, jeez, take it easy, guys. Yeah, happy 100K, yo. Not yet in subs, maybe one day, but we are happy that Bitcoin hit 100K. Slipstream, man, thanks for the 5. Awesome, guys. Obelix, Slipstream, both green as well, by the way, your badges, of course. AI, Noah95, John May, David G, and Christian Pozevsky. Make sure to fill in this form, and then we're going to get you sorted. We will bump you up to the silver membership because the gifts are bronze, but bronze doesn't really give you anything. So trading almost getting too easy. Till that one moment it's not, but more about that later, I suppose. Memberships go like confetti, yeah, for real. Slipstream and Obelix, thanks guys. What a start. I drive a Lada Sport. That's a nice car. Nice car, huh? You got to get some wheels, and in the end, the car is just a car as well. But enjoy fast cars. Do you still believe the high is going to land about 128 after all the have seen, or no longer? We just take it step by step, and at the moment, there's no reason to change from an 80K to 130K unless more and more volume comes in, or we smash through 130. So, yeah. Okay, let's start. I feel naked. Blaster, we're now forming a range. So, oh wait, I shouldn't put that on my second screen. I have to put it here on my prompter, of course. That's why I got it. Up. Yeah, Blaster, of course, now that price is ranging locally, it might provide you with a new setup. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the analysis. We have been chatting long enough. It's time to begin. And then we get back to chatting Q&A and doing some alts, and then, of course, gotta go. So, very nice. On the weekly time frame, we continue to keep an eye on this Elliott wave count, right? So this is a bullish count, right? but it is actually the most bearish bullish count. So in this particular scenario, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Target area for 5 is where we are at the moment. 130K would be your maximum target in this case. And then after 5, you expect a bigger retracement. Now, at the moment, when we look at the volume, right, price moving up, volume is down on this chart. I know on Binance that's not the case, but I don't care about Binance. So over here, we have a higher high on price, lower high on the volume, which is important. That's what you like to see in Coinbase. And the reason I use Coinbase is because, thanks, Mark. Welcome, CryptoAman. The reason I use Coinbase is based on my data and statistics that I collected in the beginning of my Elliott wave journey. Coinbase provides me with the most trustworthy volume, and the wicks tend to be the best as well. So that's the reason why I use Coinbase. So we continue to keep an eye on this structure here to the upside. Now, of course, for a wave 5, we internally need to count a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave structure. And that is when we go to the daily time frame in a second. Now, your more bullish scenario is what you see here, where we then have a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're only just starting wave 3. Now, this is, of course, a lot more bullish. You're going to smash the targets for a wave 5, right? And you're going to go to much higher targets before 3 then ends, and then you get 4, 5, 4, 5, and then these wave 4s are going to be a lot of sideways ranging price action. I mean, just look, for example, here, you move up to your 3, and then this is where you have your sideways price action again, right? So that is then what you're looking for. Now, there's only really increases in probabilities if price moves up and volume goes up, because it's by far most common for a wave 3 to have the highest amount of volume, which at the moment is not the case here on the Coinbase chart. And as mentioned, Coinbase is the one I use due to the statistics I collected back in the day. It's just the most trustworthy chart for Elliott wave analysis for me. So on the daily time frame, we actually now have a bullish but also a bearish scenario, which is interesting. Now, the bullish scenario is what you see on my chart. The bearish one, I quickly got to make it over here, but the bullish one is the one that you see on my chart. Alex, by the way, how you doing in Canada? Hopefully you're good. Other side of the world, good morning, man. Good morning, Jeffrey. Welcome, Mr. Otter. So second one too does not have to go in the first one too. That's not a requirement. So in this particular scenario here, we then have our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So in this scenario, we have 2 more pushes to the upside, right? Now, what you can see here as well on the daily chart is price is now moving up, volume is moving down, which is also something that you like to see when you are moving into 4, 5 price action. So we got to be aware of this as well. Now, if the volume, then again, right, if the volume is going to increase and we're going to move above the volume we had here, then we are likely going to put wave 3s higher and expect higher targets. At the moment, that's not the case. So what we're looking for here is our wave 4, right? Higher probability it's finished, and that you're looking for a wave 5, right? Based on a local structure, we get there in a second. And then after 4, we look for 5 to finish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then another 4, and then another 5. So 2 more pushes up, of which we currently are in one of the 2. Now, your bearish scenario, which is new now in this case, is that you count this the same, but now you have a wave 5. This is, of course, your most bearish scenario, but one cannot forget about this scenario, right? So here we then have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. No? Now let's have a quick check. It's the first time I put this on my chart. I did talk about this with Liquid Mafia, and for the ones that sometimes check the comment section, I like, first of all, like, I'm always impressed by the questions, right? A lot of knowledge. And Liquid Mafia asked a question about if we do move up here, right? Like, where's the scenario where we could end? I believe it was something about this. And I said, well, I only put this scenario on my chart if we take the high. because of course this is now a bearish scenario where we then have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Now in this case, if we pull a fib time from the start of 2 to the end of 2 to the end of 3, then you can see that your wave 4 here is shorter in time than your wave 2. And we know that most often wave 4, it's most common, wave 4 is longer in time than wave 2. So something to consider, right? So in other words, wave 4 here being shorter in time than your wave 2 by just a little bit, about 1 day, 2 days, but still, it's all probabilities. It does give the potential to the more bullish scenario, where in this case, your white 2 and white 4, well, your white 4 here is actually longer in time compared to your wave 2, which is what you like to see. So now I'm going to move this here. We are aware, daily bear. Up. Now, of course, in both cases, we are just locally looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then start another range in 4, or it's the end of the bull market. I can imagine we just moved above 100K and you hear someone saying, or it's the end of the bull market. People be like, oh yeah, I'm out of here. However, I'm pretty sure that those people are the same people that went out of here when people were talking about the potential of ending structures over here and expecting 200K, and they found themselves at 30 and 50K, so 30 and 15. So we got to be aware of those type of scenarios. You need bullish and bearish scenarios as an Elliott wave analyst. You cannot be biased towards one direction. So you need to have that on your chart. And quite simply, the bearish scenario is the end of a bull market. On the 1 hour time frame, your bullish scenario here is a 5-wave structure. Impulse to the upside. We get to the probabilities in a second, so it might sound like a lot here, and it might sound random, but on the, let me just summarize this so that we can go. Probabilities on the weekly, currently still highest, looking for a wave 5, and then the start of a bear market. Alternative, lower probability, continuation up. Gets the highest probability the moment we either smash 130K or volume goes up as price moves up and takes out this volume candle here on the Coinbase chart. On a daily time frame, we have to be very aware of the potential of a finished structure. But at the moment, a finished structure is an alternative scenario, with the preferred scenario having a multi 1-2 and still looking for future 4-5s. Okay? Cool. And then we go to the 1 hour time frame. And then on the 1 hour time frame, we then have the finished triangle. Right? So we have a 3-wave A, 3-wave B, complex C, 3-wave D, 3-wave E. And then we start from this low, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we look for another high in 5. Invalidation here is 100K. We want wave 4 to move nice and sideways, create a bit of a range. Common target for 4, 38205 has been touched as well. So all good, all good. And if I go to the 50-minute time frame here, you can see the highest amount of volume in the recent move up, which is common for a wave 3. So that is exactly what we like to see. So that's very nice. So yeah, price is ranging, and in this scenario, you still look for price to move up and touch this high or move above this high to create your wave 5. Only if price is touching 100K is wave 4 invalidated, which of course supports the potential of the bearish scenario, which I have as an alternative because this is currently the preferred scenario. This is the higher probability scenario. And yeah, you would really need to change market structure and fall back inside the range if you really want to be bearish and look for prices below 90K, which at the moment is not yet relevant. And by the way, on a 15-minute time frame, if I zoom in a little bit. Let me check this here. Touch the 886. Let me see if we also touched this one. Yeah, we did. So I was just checking what's the chances of having a double 1-2 here, like 1-2, 1-2, and then move down in 3. But your second 2 hit the 886, which is very rare for a wave 2, very common for Bs and Xs. So therefore, the probabilities are higher that whatever happens here is corrective, not impulsive, increasing probabilities to take the high at the latest stage. Of course, this looks very 3-wavy, but I just wanted to make sure that I checked the potential of a double 1-2 and a 3 down, but the 886 is touched. So it reduces the probabilities, which increases probabilities that what is forming here is a corrective structure, not impulsive, which increases probabilities to still take out the high. Well, and then you just have to wait for a range to form now. So we found a bit of support here on a 15-minute order block as price was moving to the upside. So also here, by the way, very nice, right? Internally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see your 3 has the highest volume. You move up in 5, lower volume, and then the range started. That's nice. That's what we like to see. Okay. So a bearish scenario is a bit more complex, lower probabilities. All right. I will answer questions in a second, by the way. So here we have the bearish scenario. Which, I mean, from a psychology standpoint, this would be a very attractive scenario. It's just that from an Elliott wave probability standpoint, it's tough to count this as the highest probability for, well, 3 reasons. Now, let me explain. First of all, what you're looking at here is a expanding flat. 3 waves in A, 3 waves in B, and then you need a 5-wave C to move below wave A. The most common target for B is the yellow box, which is where we are at the moment, 103 to 101K, taken from the start to the end of A. And then you need a 5-wave C to the downside. But as I just checked on the 15, right? And if you're looking for a 5-wave C, so this is one of the 3 reasons why the probabilities are lower. If you want to see a 5-wave C to the downside, then after a high, you need one of 3 structures. You need an impulse. You need a contracting, preferably contracting, of course, a diagonal. Or you need a multi 1-2. Can we count an impulse here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if this is a 4, it's only one candle against many 2. So 4 is shorter than 2. Overlap between 1 and 4. That's not allowed. Then we have to think about diagonals. But is there some sort of a diagonal? Of course, then your 2 is very long. This is 3-minute time frame stuff. I don't really like to go to a 3-minute time frame. But if you want to count diagonals here, then you would need to count like a 1, a 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can at least have a little look here. 1, 2, 3, 1. This has to be your 2, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense, man. You also moved out of the channel, so yeah, it's just low probabilities. And then you have a multi 1-2, but as just explained, the multi 1-2 886 is touched in the second 2, which is not what you like to see as well. Okay. So in that case, we're actually looking at not for WXY anymore, but then A, B, C, create one more high, finish C, preferably not touching 105K, and then go down. So yeah, if price, in other words, hits 105K, this scenario will significantly decrease in probabilities. So first of all, over here locally, we can't count an impulse. Diagonal, there's not really a great way to count a nice diagonal. I would wait for more info before starting to count diagonals here. And the multi-1-2, 886 is touch, so not high probability. Second, inside B, we have a three-wave structure. And the only way I can count this is as what you see on the chart, following the rules of Elliott waves. There's not really any other way to get this range over here as a three-wave corrective structure. So we have a W, X, Y, running flat in blue W, then a complex three-wave structure in X and a zigzag in Y. And then inside wave X, we again have a running flat, zigzag, zigzag. So W, X, Y, sideways complex structure, valid according to all the rules and guidelines in a sideways WXY. And then in this case, we have an ABC. Of course, alternative would be W, X, and then a Y, but then you want to finish at the high. And then you need a 5-wave impulse down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below 90K. And then if price moves down before taking the high, or moves up and then goes down without hitting 105, then after an ABC, we expect continuation afterwards anyway. So that still remains bullish. Okay. Now I'm gonna have a look at this diagonal again. Just want to do some more measurements. So first of all, wave 2 and 4 in the diagonal always have to be zigzag structures. They can't be anything else. So that means that 2 has to end here and 4 has to end there. Of course, the problem is that your 3 moves out of your trend line. Right? That's yeah, it's not good. No. Oh boy. Let's see. And your wave. Let's see. Wave 5 is shorter than wave 3, so that's something. Your wave 3 is longer than your wave 1. Not ideal for probabilities, but it's not an invalidation. So we have this. That's very, very messy for a diagonal. 3 is longer than 1. Not an invalidation, but also not great. And then, of course, 4 is shorter than your 2. Yeah. And then this needs to be 3, 3, 3. Yeah, somehow another 3 and 3. And yeah. Fun to keep in mind, but not the highest probabilities at the moment. So quite simply, on a 1 hour time frame, right? Let's summarize. So there we go again. On the weekly, and then I get to chat. Weekly time frame, highest probability on the chart, looking for 5. Alternative, double 1, 2, getting a bigger 3, increases in probabilities if volume is increasing and if we smash 130K. On the daily time frame, probabilities are higher for still multiple 4 5s to the upside compared to a finished 1, 2, 3, 4, looking for 5 end of bull market and down. 4 shorter in time than your wave 2. Right? And then this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also still have a range here, which has to be a 2. And then this one red candle has to be a 4. Not ideal. So it's not the greatest structure. Preferably we get a few more 4 5s. And on the 1 hour, the probabilities are highest for the bulls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the probabilities will only decrease for bulls and start to increase for bears if you move down to 100K. And preferably change structure and take out this low. If you take out this low, that's a problem, as then the probabilities increase to move below 90K. And the low that I'm talking about is 98. So as long as you don't touch 100K and move below 98, there's no reason on the chart to be bearish. And locally, the first move down here doesn't count as a great impulsive structure. There's arguably a chance of counting a diagonal there, but of course it's incredibly ugly. 3 longer than 1, price action of 3 goes out of the diagonal and comes back in. It's just far from ideal, no? So yeah, we just preferably look for price to still move up according to Elliott wave probabilities. Yeah. I forgot to take a glass, by the way. So I just used the bottle. Pump to 130 with a dump to 80. Makes more sense. 130 and then back to 80. What Elliott wave scenario do you have in mind that fits with the count? 105k is definitely an interesting level. Of course, let's see. We are at my red area here, and then the next one is pretty much 112, 11, 12, 14, 16. So, no, just an opinion. Okay, but yeah, it would be good to have a scenario, because from an Elliott wave scenario, if you go to 130k, right, and you then move down to 80, let me quickly check where on the chart that is. So if you would move to 130, which is of course very high, and then go down to 80, the only way you could try to explain this is by having another 1, 2 to create a triple 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then move up in your 3. That is the only way to still be bullish. All the other scenarios will be bear markets. And then it's the end of your crypto bull market. Okay, let me scroll up here a little bit. Are we expecting a flat? Answer that question. Lots of snow. Wait, let me put you guys on the. I wonder, Chad, do you prefer being on the window? Like, of course, I have my teleprompter, which I use, but I also feel like putting you on the screen sometimes. Huh? Depends what you like. Of course, when you're in the prompter, I'm looking at you guys. Huh? It's new, so that's why I asked the question. Get your feedback, know what you guys enjoy the most, and girls. Elliott wave analysis at 20. Now a bit of we'll have a look at some alts chatting Q&A. Up. Pin the message. Okay. Okay, yeah, the tax system. That's up to my accountant has answered. Obelix is Santa. Yeah, Obelix. And do not forget about Mr. Slipstream as well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support, man. Sam. I have always loved Huracan. I was walking in the morning around here in the city, and early morning, and there was a Storato. I like the car. I would never own the car. No, yeah. Am I now a member? Yeah, you have been gifted. Correct. Yeah. So if you fill in the membership link, we can bump you up to silver. Hi, Mikey. Good morning. Thank God I found your channel. Your analyses are like works of art. Thanks, Francisco. Welcome to the channel as well. Good to have you here. Thanks for being part of our adventure here on the Koens Trading channel, being part of the community. Up. Let's also, by the way, in this range, put the overall 886 on. So. Lambo for us about adoring the art of building perfect machines, the art of engineering. Yeah, I agree. It's so much more than like just a car. And I guess like you can find that motivation in anything really. You can have a very, very small TV, or you can have a massive home smart TV. It both does the job. It's just different things. It will give you what you're looking for is watching TV, but it's still it's a different experience in a way. Of course, it's the same quote unquote experience, and then like you're watching TV. But with the one, you can do a lot less than with the other, or it's just the viewing experience is nicer on the bigger one, or better quality, or and it's similar to in this case cars. It's just a lot more expensive than just a TV, of course, but still, it's a matter of time. And I do think like I will use it for content as well, and not because it's not my personality, and you guys, most of the people here at least know, I would use it in such a way like the Lambo lady does, which I think is very, very good. So it's not greedy, or in a way like sending the wrong thing. It's just enjoying it and then talking about all sorts of things. Do you still believe that? We answered this, answer that. Lots of snow. In your most bullish scenario, can we retrace to 89k without compromising the third wave? That's in your most bullish scenario. That's the weekly double 1-2. Yes, but then you need a flat here. If you want to go to 89, you now need a flat. Or you get what was just mentioned. You need to have another 1-2. So either you need to form a flat to get to 89 before continuation. But if you move too high here and you go to 105k, a flat goes out the window, and then you need 1-2, 1-2, and another 1-2 in order to get down there. Else you that's the only way to remain bullish. Yeah. It's not a new bearish. No, but I only spoke about it. I never actually put a finished 5-wave count on my chart. Today I did. You're right in a way. Yeah. Half a day above 100k, then dump. French Toaster, welcome. Crash Course, how you doing? Of course, from a psychology standpoint, it is very, very interesting to be aware of your dog, your gran, everything on the news talking about 100k. So it's definitely good to be aware of potential downside. But the chart does the talking, no? And the probabilities have just been communicated. And at the moment, they remain higher to still take out this high. And then we take it from there again. Yeah, you got the emotes back here. Wanted to ask if it decreased probabilities for the expanding flat zone if you have such a high volume in Y. No. Wave Ys can end on peak volume. Corrective structures in general like to end on higher volume as well. So of course, when price was moving down here, we had a volume bump, right? When price came down here, we had a little volume bump. So no, it's good. It's normal for corrective structures. Here you have in the triangle, you count this as a WXY, right? So you have a bit of volume in your Y. And here you would ABC. But no, that's no problem. Wave Ys, which then have an internal ABC, they of course tend to end on volume. So that's no problem. Yeah. What would be the targets for a wave 5 in case of an impulse? If we're talking about local structures, so it's just in a nutshell, I suppose. Of course, I can put it on the chart, but the 1-to-1 taken from start of 1 to the end of 1 to the end of 4, Then the 1.236 to the 1.618 taken from the start of 4 to the end of 4. Then the 0.618 taken from the start of 1 to the end of 3 to the end of 4. Or you pull a channel from the end of 2 to the end of 2 to the end of 3. And depending on the price action, the end of 1 at the end. So that's the theory. Now, in practice, right, if you're looking for a target area in a 5, if you would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to have your like common target area, then basically do what I just mentioned is start 1, end 1. Well, we don't know where 4, is it already in? Where did it end exactly? We don't know. So we just use the recent low. Then you do this, and then we take the wave 5. And then we do this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and this. And you could even take a channel. Channel is a bit tricky. I would need to end wave 4 later in that case. And then you want to end in the upper half. But I generally prefer the horizontals more than I do the channel. But then this would be your target area starting at 104.6 and then 107. If price moves up and volume increases, then you're not looking for a 5. You might look for a 3 and 4 and 5s at a later stage. And in that case, you then have 1, 2, 1, 2, and you go up in 3. But at the moment, we don't yet have that info, so we can't use that. Good morning, Mossy. Good morning, good morning. All I want to know is when 500K. Lol. We need a scenario with which clean long leverage. Long were too calm for too long. Yeah, you want to wreck the leverage longs. I think I have a video about that coming, a short. My editor at the moment is making a short which goes into this topic. Is it possible to consider this overall move as a WXY? Yes. Wave X can also be this high, yes. But then, of course, you have your W being a zigzag, so your X is then whatever, and your Y needs to be either a flat or a triangle. But the answer is yes. But of course, the moment you hit 105K, which is the 1.618 for both a B as well as X, is very, very low probabilities. And the moment you move above an A or W, the probabilities for a flat are higher than for a WXY. So that's why I only cover a flat. And then if price moves down, depending on the structure, you might change to a WXY. With regards to alts as well, I'm just answering questions, of course, Bitcoin trading related. Wait. I skipped a page. Where's my analysis of... Oh yeah, so in the video yesterday, we didn't do render yesterday, but we did do render 2 streams ago, 57 minutes, around 57. The timestamp is in the video. But I would recommend some of the same alts are always requested. Check Altcoin Elliott Wave Analysis. Linktree is in the description. Just go to the description, open it, scroll down a little bit. You will end up in this Linktree. Click on the Altcoin Elliott Wave Analysis, and then you'll see, one second, that here's render. There you go, which is literally 2 days ago. And I only covered a higher time frame, so generally they're still relevant. Just curious, do you still only trade Bitcoin or also some alts now because of higher volatility? My trading has always been focused on purely Bitcoin. It's easiest for me to manage. But I have been, from a spot perspective, I do have a few alts, but trading is mainly focused on Bitcoin. It gives me enough. And of course, with my high time frame Elliott Wave Analysis on alts, I do keep an eye on potential spot opportunities, but my trading is focused on Bitcoin. Yeah. I think we finished a small 4 in a double combo with flat in Y. Would result, finished a small 4 here in a double combo flat in Y. Potential, yeah. Yeah, of course, like make sure to try and find an entry. No Storato, please, Hurricane. Yeah, 10 cylinder is nice. Sam, are you talking from experience? Nice stuff. Obelix, can we look at the XRP chart in 1 hour and see the levels where the correction may end? We already know the weekly chart from previous analysis. Yeah, I think we got to start moving into at least covering some alts. Where's Odin? Yeah, not here today, but it's up. You know, the malts are completely free. What, you know, if they have time, they're here. If not, they're not. Of course, I don't know. Oblix, remind me there. Can you try to calculate the time till the top with the information we have now? On a monthly time frame, the top preferably is March to October. So we're a little bit early. But once you move into 4/5s, like bigger wave 4s. This, of course, this one here took 22nd till pretty much 4th of December, like 2 weeks. And almost. And then future 4s would preferably take longer. So you might very much get close to March. Yeah. Not really looking, of course, at time in this local impulse, just overall. Do you see ETH retracing in the near future since it's coming to Yeah, on ETH we have a triangle in mind. So how does this not go below 100K? If you get a bigger wave 4, then it will go below, or not will, because you never know, but the probabilities can be high to move below 100K again. Because a wave 4 of a higher degree likes to retrace to the price action of a wave 4 of a lower degree, which is the previous range. Just quickly answering questions in between the alt stuff. Second one too have to go. No, there's no requirement that the second one too must be in the overlapping with the first one too. Glory. No, I'm in France in the south. I will be in the Netherlands again later this month, but I've never really been into kickboxing to be honest. My longest from 69,600. Do you think probably this could be for a lifetime hold? First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Second, at the moment, the answer would be no, unless you really move to targets of 300K. If your bull market is going to end between 100 and what did we have? 100 and or 80 and 180K at the moment. I have more target. This is monthly. I'm doing it out of my head now, but I think we had 80 to 130, and then we had 120 to 180. In other words, if your bull market high is made below 200K, the bear market target is going to be around 50, 60. So you might be back at entry. Yeah. RXB 401, amazing content. Thank you. Cheers, RXB, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the 250. Side note to everyone here. Yo, there is Odin. There he is. I do not do paid requests, because I don't want to be that person where people feel like they need to pay to get their alt covered or their stuff. So just make sure to just mention it in general, and I'll I'll have a look. I'm gonna put you up in my prompter, which I can now say. I'm really happy with my prompter. So okay, very nice. And we're gonna cover some stuff. So Odin just arrived in time, because I will only summarize this because it's literally useless for me to go into low time frame. What's the time of the stream? It's 1 hour. Nice. Okay. So we will be done here very, very quickly. Render. There we are. So currently at some resistance on the monthly. right? Probabilities are highest for bullish scenarios. We take the 886. Have we hit it? I want to check. Yes. The fact we hit the 886 increases probabilities to take all-time high sooner or later. It is normal for an 886 to get a bit of a retracement towards the golden pocket, but any move to the downside now, higher probabilities. It's a wave C or wave Y or anything else corrective. In general, once you hit an 886, probabilities are high that you're going to take out this high sooner or later. So that's your analysis on render. Then we had XRP. This goes very quick, this type of analysis, of course. Now on the high time frame, also on XRP, you have hit the 886, taken from the high to the low. Same story. The moment you touch the 886, probabilities are high to take out all-time high. Any retracement to the downside, very high probability for it to be corrective, not impulsive. Probability is higher to take out the high. Now someone said about, hey, you know, can you have a look at the 1 hour? So here we are, looking at the 1 hour time frame. Well, wait, before we go to the 1 hour, let's actually move to the daily. Makes more sense. I have volume here. Highest volume is at the moment in the high. So look, highest volume in the high. Now, preferably you count the move with the highest volume 3, but I'm not really keen on necessarily counting this as a confirmed 2. So of course, in the most bullish scenario, you take a fib from this range low to the high. You toggle on your wave 4 target, and then the 236 to the 05 is your target area. 618, 1.74 is an invalidation for a wave 4 here, right? If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then you need to count this shorter bit, a 3. Does have the highest volume, but it is quite a lot shorter than a wave 1. So, right? So alternatively, of course, you can just simply pull it all the way from down here. Yep. And this is your wave 4 target. If once you start a bigger wave 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, once you get a first bigger wave 4, this is your target area. When you're going to get it, that's always the question, right? So wave 3s can, of course, extend very, very far. And it's never really a good idea to estimate the end of a wave 3. So you basically want to wait for a wave 4. So that's like someone was talking to me about a potential area. Well, the wave 4 area locally would be a first area of interest, but if you do hit the 618, then this range is your important support, and this is your invalidation, with then your higher degree 4 targets being this. So yeah, and in general, of course, bullish. You're looking for all-time highs. Yeah. That's true, Pixel. But then, of course, if we move up from here, you need volume to increase. We want volume in the wave 3. Okay. All right. So now I will, because it's not the first time Sol BTC is requested also by you, so I will at least have a look. Also, sometimes in the comments, you of course wrote comments about it as well. From an impulsive perspective, 1 second here, counting. 1, 2, 3 sideways. Still look for one more move up here. You have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. At least another high, potentially 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an option, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the potential is there for two more pushes. Now your wave 4 invalidation right? Preferably then taken from this low because of the potential of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is your area of your retracement area of interest. Has been touched, 236, nicely respected. Wouldn't like to see price move below this order block here on the weekly at the 0.382. But from an Elliott wave point of view, you're still looking for a move up here on Sol BTC. I really need to write down my times, man, before I start an analysis. Lol. Ethereum. There we go. Now I'm writing it down before I actually start. 0620. I need to write down the timestamps, you know. Okay, very nice. Now, Ethereum almost finally taking out the highs. Well, it was about time, no? On Ethereum, look, analysis on ETH is price. Let me move this out. Of course, we can do Elliott wave analysis, but your most important two levels are on the chart. So on ETH, you have a very, very clear three-wave structure to the downside, which is corrective. Probability is higher to take the high. You hit the 886, the bigger one, from the all-time high to the low, increasing probabilities for price to take out the high. Any move down, higher probability to be corrective, to later come up and take the high. Even locally, you touch the small 886 here, taken from this high to the low, increasing probabilities that the move down is corrective. So yeah, it's just a matter of time till you take these highs. Not sure if you actually took the first one. Nope. Take these highs and then take the all-time high, really. And with regards to scenarios, yeah, we have a few. We're almost at resistance, but the triangle. But in that case, you're not allowed to take this high. We're very close to invalidation. Oops. You have a WXY, take out highs, move down, right? This is your wreck everyone that's long and then move up. Very much depends on the reaction. And then you have your more bullish scenario, which is 1, 2, and up. But the general, and this is what's important, you can look at so many scenarios, but your probabilities are highest to look for all-time highs, unrelated to all the local movements, up, down, sideways. And it's all the same in a way. So yeah. Atom. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Price found support on the value area high, bullish. Okay. So on the weekly time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 corrective structure. Actually hit the. We haven't done Atom for a very long time. Hit the target area for a 2 here in green, which is nice. And the reason the 886 is on my chart, I would suppose the 886 is relevant to invalidate wave 2. So I guess if you want to have 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 down, then the 886 lowers probabilities. Other than that, I don't know why the previous time we were at this chart, the 886 is on my chart here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks very, very long. Yeah, very, very long. We could, of course, W, X, and then Y, WXY, move X here for a double zigzag, or put B on top here, and then you have 5, 3, 5. Probably would actually favor a double zigzag. Most of the alts moved into double zigzags, so why not Atom? And then you want price to move up. And of course, I mean, if there's after a WXY, you're looking for all-time highs. That's your bullish scenario. Now, locally, we have volume increasing. Let me remove this. What's group 2? Oh, yeah, that's support. So locally, quite simply, we have 1, 2, 3, still look for 4, still look for 5. After a 5-wave finish structure, you're looking for a 3-wave retracement. Think about Link, for example, where you had the same from the low, 5, then you had a 3-wave retracement. That's your quote-unquote bear market. And then you start pushing to the upside, right? Then you start a wave 3. That's something you do have to consider, because this, of course, is like a low. And then we can clearly count 1, 2, and now you move up in the highest amount of volume. You're still looking for a 4 or 5. Most commonly, 4 is longer than 2, but you don't have a 4 yet. You're just moving up at the moment. Target for a 4 is taken from this low to wherever the high is going to be before you start ranging for a couple of weeks. So you're just going to move these fibs 236 to the 05 as price moves up, and eventually you're going to start a bigger sideways range. Resistance, not there. If we look at some resistance here, we have the weekly. Go to a monthly chart. Oh, we also have a monthly here, so naturally. Oh, not the yearly. Oh, I'm pressing all the buttons, man. Monthly. And then we have volume. Oh, weekly volume. Volume of this range. We're definitely approaching the point of control, right? I don't know, man. Okay. There we go. Bless you. Bless you again. I'm not sure if people can hear that. Point of control. Of course, important resistance. And the value area high. So yeah, like 12, definitely important. If you do move above this range, then the next target is the all-time high range, right? So if you clear this, then you're gonna move here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Odin. True. MSTR. I don't know. MSTR. MSTR US. Are we talking about MicroStrategy here? Or actually, okay, I see. Again, for a lack of having a glass, because I was too lazy to go to the kitchen. Nice. Okay. Monthly. Oh, I don't have anything here. Interesting. Let me just put this in the coin coverage. I just put it in here. Like there's a couple of stocks in here and whatnot. So okay. Other way around. Yes. Okay. MicroStrategy. Highest amount of volume. Now, your most bullish scenario will be a buildup of multiple 1-2s, no? Quite clearly. You then have 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, potentially even another smaller one, and off you go. That's very, very, very bullish. The question, it's always so questionable with stocks, but that's of course your most bullish scenario, but that's too bullish for my liking. So I like to focus on lower time frame. Lower, we're still on a weekly, but I prefer focusing on what's happening here. Makes a lot more sense than going to a monthly. So yeah. We could definitely look for 1-2. Yeah, I'm not sure about another 1-2 here, but 1-2 highest volume. If we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this 3 starts very awkward, of course, and then you end 3 on the highest amount of volume before you get a range. If we want to finish 3 here, 1, 2, this can't be a 3. Highest volume in the end, not as common for 5. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, no. So you would already think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 1, 2 up. Highest volume is in the latest move up, so you would think you're in a 3 in that case, and that the ranges before are 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you know you're looking for price to move up. It's too high for flats now. Yeah, it's too high for flats. So you're looking for price to move up. What's the all-time high here? Oh, we're in all-time high. Okay. Okay, that's the low. Okay. If that's the low, then you would need 1, 2, 1, 2. No. It's an ugly start, eh? Ugly start. It's this structure here, right? Like, of course, this is clearly impulsive, and as the highest volume is in the latest move up, you just want to count this 2. You look for a 3 till proven otherwise, because 3 most common have the highest amount of volume. So yeah. You have overlap here, so we can't count this 1 and we can't count this 4. You can only do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, but then your 2 overlaps with 4. It's not a rule, but a strong guideline is that wave 4 and 2 should not overlap. So it's not preferred. So whatever the shit is that's going on here, right? Highest volume is in the recent move, so you want to count this as 3. 1, 2, right? And you still look for 3, 4, 5. So yeah, you're still looking for higher. 1, 2, blah 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 blah, 4, 5. Right. So highest amount of volume is currently in the high. You're looking for 4, and then still a 5. So this is daily time frame, taken from the low to the high. Toggle on the targets for your wave 4. This is your area of interest. Probabilities are higher to still look for higher prices in validation 206. I don't think it's too relevant to go to any other time frame than looking at the daily, because then it's too extreme. 1, 2, 3. Well, if that's the case, we need to like go so much higher, right? So It's not easy. It's counting a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a 5. 5 highest volume is not common. This is incredibly messy, not worth counting, because the clarity is here, right? And then of course on a monthly, you can count a couple of 1, 2s, right? Volume increasing, price moving up. It's just, this is what's interesting. The rest is just filler. It's not useful for local trading. Nor actually even investing at the moment, because highest volume, recent highs, still looking for higher. So so we did JASMY yesterday. So if you want a summary, time. So JASMY continues to move. Very nice. There you go. Oh, wait, why do I have this big box? Why is my, oh wait, okay, I see. The box is your previous wave 4 price action. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is your conservative JASMY scenario, where you look for one more high in your 5, highest volume in your 3. If price continues up and volume is going to increase, preferably above this pivot here, then you're going to label this as a 1 to 1, 2, 3. Easy all-time highs in that case. So you need to wait, because price is just still moving up, right? We're still patiently waiting then for volume to come in. And wave 4 target respected. Previous wave 4 acted as support, which is what you like to see. Price took the high, which was the highest probability. I don't even have a bearish count in my folders. So, very nice. There you go. Grass. I'm not even sure if I have that one. G, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, F. I don't. Okay. 122. 122.45. Okay, this type of stuff. So is this the longest chart, or do we have one with more info? We have one with more info, or it looks like this is the initiation, huh? Like that's the start. Yeah. Oops. Just use this then. I don't like these type of charts, man. This is rubbish. Yeah. 886 hit probabilities are higher to move up. Any move down is higher probability to be corrective, not impulsive, meaning that the probabilities are higher to still look for higher on a gross, and that means you're looking for all-time high still. That's your gross analysis. The high time frame is useless, but you hit the 886. There you go. It can be that easy at time. So AR wave. What's that? What's AR wave? Oh, okay. What chart has most of the history? QCoin? At least this is it's enough history. We can work with this. AR. Okay, do I have anything? No. Okay, doing this and this, and then oh, 05 touched, nice. Just quickly setting up the chart here, right? Previous range, this is your most important support. Okay. Very much so. That is your most important support. Okay. Okay. So, on Airweave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correction continuation. Of course, your bullish scenario is therefore impulsive, with the potential of a double 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. This is your bull market. Next bear market, and then you go. On the daily, let's have a look. This is more interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E. Potential for a running triangle here. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have overlap there, I think. Yes, we do. That is not preferred. WXY. W, A, B, C, D, E, W, X, Y. I'm just thinking about a triangle here. W, X, Y. No, it's so small. This looks like a nice 5. Okay, let me be quick here. Time. So yeah, we can count a 5 waiver here, but if you're very bearish, you would need to count 1, 2. You need a 3, 4, 5. Okay, so your low of 1 and your 4 are overlapping. It's not what you want to see, which means double 1, 2 are diagonal, but in a multi 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you eventually want to move down in a big 3. This is not what you want to see if you're looking for a multi 1, 2. Also, this is your first 2, and then all of this would be your second 2, making your second 2 so much longer than your first 2. It's very unlikely. And then you get to diagonals, which then means you need to count a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's explore this. Now a diagonal 2 and 4 always, okay, it doesn't work because we also here moved out. So yeah, probabilities are higher. The move down is corrective, increasing probabilities to still look for all-time highs. There we go. And then locally, of course, here you have price moving to the upside. Average volume is increasing. So you don't want to change structure, right? You don't want to move below this low. You just want to keep building higher highs, higher lows to support the bull market. Obelix. Oh, you're talking about AR? Let's see. This is about 86. All-time high is 350%. Is it live? It is. Yeah. I don't know. Better check Bitcoin. Well, nothing really going on a bit of a move. We're just in a range. We can't have a 1-2-1-2 here because we moved above this high. Your only bearish potential alternative is some sort of a diagonal here, but it's incredibly ugly. So as long as you don't move to 100K and $63 to be exact on Coinbase, you're looking for wave 4 and 5 price action. So another high. Let's see. Hello, I'm having a hard time seeing. Wait, is grass short for weed? I like that one. Eric P. ACH. Okay, new chart. Yeah, so I'm not too interested in counting this because locally, volume up, 1, 2, 3, potential here of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Price moving up, volume is currently in the highest candle. You're looking for continuation to the upside on a weekly time frame. Eventually you get a wave 4 and then still another move up in a wave 5. Your target locally taken from the low here to wherever the high is going to be for your wave 4 is going to be the 236 to the 05, but you first have to wait for wave 3 to end, and the wave 3 can extend very, very far. So that is basically your analysis. I'll go in a little bit more detail, but that's actually all you need to know. And that's the thing in bull markets. That's what you're just waiting for wave 4s. Now, of course, there is here the potential of having 1, 2, 1, 2 and start a bigger 3, or 1, 2 start a bigger 3. Yeah, so all-time low 1 whatever 3, right? So that would be your bullish scenario. Then you look for continuation. Of course, this is a very important horizontal support resistance line, which is at about 0.05. And yeah, by the looks of the local structure, right, wouldn't be surprised to test it again. That will be the third time. The more often you test support or resistance, the weaker it becomes, the higher the probabilities for breaking that support or resistance. So yeah, I'd very much be focused on local timeframes or the local price action, and you're still looking for 4-5. So yeah. Rune, I see Rune. Oh, sheep. I also saw sheep. Sheep. What's this? Group 1. Okay. I don't have any count. I just have other stuff. Let's see. Where are we? Hello? 786. Okay, if you do hit the 886, of course, probabilities are higher to take out the high, or just increase to take out the high. This move is very ugly, not worth counting. The move down is interesting though. Overlap. So your bearish scenario becomes a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. This needs to be like a bearish is wait. Yes, bearish is a diagonal. It works, right? Let's double check if this works, actually putting all the measurements on. So this works. Wave 4. Wave 2 is bigger than wave 4, so that works. Wave 5 is shorter than your wave 3. That also works. I think your 3 is longer. And need to play more Counter-Strike, man. My clicking is off. There we go. Oh no, 3 is shorter than your 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also possible. But yeah, your bearish scenario is a diagonal. But diagonals, they're not as high probability. And as long as you keep market structure alive, there's no reason to think your bearish scenario is a diagonal A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3 for further downside. So at the moment here, what you'd be looking for, first of all, you want to keep the market structure up, right? So higher high, higher low, etc. Let's check this. Can we have a flat here still on sheep? Yes, we're currently in the most common target area for a flat. Highest amount of volume is here. No overlap. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 is what you would currently be looking at because the highest volume is here. So then the previous ranges are preferably counted as wave 2s. You have your 3 and then 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. So you're still looking for higher. And if price does touch the 886, then the probabilities are very high to take out the high. Now, after an 886, you can expect a bit of a retracement. That's very normal. But any move down is much higher probabilities corrective, not impulsive. So you're looking for price to take the high. Yeah, like of course, you don't want to move below this low. That would be really a problem. This can still turn into a flat, just like Bitcoin. So can still... Oh, I clicked on my prompter. So this can still turn into a flat because you're not yet out of the flat target area. But that means that if this would be a flat, then this is a B. You look for a C down and then still up. So yeah, probability is higher locally to look for up, and bearish scenario would be a WX and a Y. WX and then ABC. Okay, we hit the 1-to-1, so that's a target for your wave Y. W, then this is your X here, and then you have a Y. A bit brighter. And the probabilities for this only increase if you can hit, or well, if you can overlap with this high. So of course we have 0.000 and then 203. Just take a 0.618 from this low to this high. So yeah, it's bullish till proven otherwise. So let me check where price is now. Let's see. What's up, guys? You're back on the screen. No, I don't only take coins from members. It's just whatever I see. Goes very quick. One second. Okay. Nice one, yes. Can you show me what's going on with the trend channels on Bitcoin? Is there any change? The trend channels. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the channels. Might be something for a next live stream. because we're already going for 140. So I don't want to continue for too long, because other stuff. We have family visiting as well tonight, or family coming over from South Africa. So they will arrive here tonight, and they'll be here till, I think, Tuesday night. Tomorrow I'll still be doing content. In the weekend we're gonna go skiing, and then Monday, Tuesday I'll be in Paris. So what? Let's have a look. What's happening? This move down, you either count it as a wave C of a flat in a sideways WXY, or you're going to move into one diagonal, two, and then, of course, you get a wave 3 down. Just wait for 100K to be hit, yes or no. That's pretty much it. Up, put you guys there. Uniswap, CFX. It's gonna be the last few. Where's the oh, here. Weekly time frame. One, two. Okay. Well, very clear 3-wave structure to the downside on Uniswap. So probability is high to take the high, touch the 886. Next resistance I have at 25. Once you enter this area here, there's just not much here till you reach 25. We hit the weekly, nice bit of support, price moving up, volume moving up. So highest volume is in one of the latest candles. This one is still forming. So yeah, you're still looking for higher, because locally you would then, at least locally here, you would count 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 4 5. So a couple of 4 5s to go still, right? Rejection, range, and still higher. Keep an eye on 25. But yeah, you're looking for up. That's the conclusion, with the potential, of course, of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then get a big 3. So 1 2 and then 3. Yeah. So that's that on Uniswap, really. Oops, sorry, that was the mic. So yeah, it's just up as the highest probability. CFX. I don't think I have CFX. C coin, CRV. No. Binance. Oh yeah. Binance. Let's see. So oh wait, CFX, time 144.40 for CFX. Well, you can of course count a nice 5-wave 1 2 3 4 5 to the upside, and then you have very sideways price action. What's the retracement here? 382.05. 05 is touched, which is a common target for a wave 2. But as interesting as a 1, 2, and then 3 sound, this is the focus. And then here we have, so as we're in a bull market as well, your bias is quite simply going to be bullish till you hit invalidations, right? That's why they're there. Huh? The ranges gives you an opportunity to enter. Right? Price moves down, not much happening. The range gives an opportunity to enter. This is where the entries should be made, not in the tippy top, of course. And when an invalidation is hit, well, then you know, okay, now you're still in profit, so that's good. But here, locally, price moves up, volume increasing, 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 4 5, right? That's what you're going to be looking for, unless you get another 1 2. But you take a fib from we could even take it from this low to the high, and then the moment the 618 is touched at 0.17, that invalidates a wave 4. Bull market invalidated if you move below this low, because then you can't count another like 1 2 1 2. Don't really like that. 1 2 3 4 5 makes a lot more sense. So yeah, this would be your invalidation, and in that case you're still looking for 4 and 5 to come, with then of course the potential of 1 2 1 2 1 2, like a triple. Better be conservative than too bullish, so a double makes more sense, and then take it from there. With the bigger picture, of course, you can count a 5 waver here, and then we have sideways price action. A or W, we took the high. Okay. So yeah, A or W, B or X, C or Y, which in that case has to be a C, because if W is a zigzag structure, Y cannot be a zigzag structure in a sideways double combo. So in this case, you then have a ABC running flat, 1 2 3 4 5, took the or makes the low, didn't take this low, and then you now build your 1 2s, and then you would be looking for price to take out the high, of course, in that case. So yeah, keep an eye on local price action. That's most important. You're still in this range, so volume profile is not a bad idea. You are above the point of control. That's positive. Next resistance here, value area high at 0.33, basically. Okay. Okay, everyone. I gotta call it a day. Oh, I can feel it with my voice as well. Oh, by the way, I switched from Android to iPhone. So if anyone has great tips, put comment below the video or write me in Discord or something. Because I'm trying to figure it all out. I removed all of the apps from my home screen. I transferred my contacts, but I need to set it up to have it like as a productive system. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so bearish would be a diagonal, right? Not ideal because you have a move outside of the diagonal here. But then you have 1, 2, and 3. Bullish, which still has a higher probability unless you start to move down and go to, where's the 618? 100. This one here. 100 would, oh, wait, there you go. And 63, right? That wouldn't be too great, because then you invalidate a wave 4, increasing the probabilities. This is a 3-wave structure ending on a high amount of volume, and then the probabilities increase for flats. They increase more if you take out this low, because of course if you change structure in an impulse, that's a problem. So yeah, keep an eye on this level now. So there you go. Very nice. Lol, trying to drink when the when it's still nice. Of course, the bearish CVDs have played out, but yeah, very nice. If we hit 100K, are you interested in a short? No, not in such environments. I'm not swing shorting here. I will long again at 90, or I long higher up again if we get bullish structure to the upside. But No, I'm not interested in taking a short, but that's my my way of trading in a bull market. I'm happy to short in a bigger range here, right? When price goes sideways and there's more as support resistance levels and structure. But in these environments here, I'm not too interested. I'm happy to miss out on moves down and then just buy back up later. What's up, Jeroen? Welcome, man. Okay, everyone. It's been an almost 2-hour live stream, so it's time to call it a day. Huh? Ooh, okay. Yeah. As mentioned, tonight I do have family coming over from South Africa. By the way, if your coin or whatever has not been covered, make sure to check, please check the Linktree below the stream, because we have covered so many charts over the past couple of days. This is, of course, the current live stream here, but they're all in the title. And this is like 1 day ago, 2 days ago, right? Why, I don't know why this also says 2 days ago, but 4 days, 7 days, like 8 days. And I covered the weekly stuff. So just go here, see if yours is in here. If not, then another day, another live stream. So tomorrow let's see, tonight family arrives. Normally tomorrow I should be live somewhere during the day. Yeah, that's that. You're reading the comments through the prompter. Yes. Yeah. At least I do now. Of course, I also put them on the screen because it's nice. I'm not sure. I would need feedback from chat, but I think it's probably nice if people can see their own name on the stream as well, and I then interact. But it's nice to have the prompter because then I can also have a clean chart view and then also talk upstairs. So I mix it during the stream. I put the chat on or I put it at the prompter. Yeah. So yeah, but thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you hanging out till 5:30 downside. 30 more minutes. How come? Yes, sir. Of course, New York's already open. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. And currently, we're still very nicely in the wave 4 target area. So we'll see what happens. So thanks, everyone. Obelix, Slipstream, thanks for the gifts, guys. And because of my analysis, that's nice. Yeah, I'm just curious what you used, Fib time or fibs or maybe markets. Always curious. But thanks everyone for hanging out. Tomorrow should quite simply be another live stream. Hopefully you also enjoyed the new teleprompter experience where I can actually like talk to you guys. CoinStats Pro. Oh, I don't know that. Interesting. Should check it out. So hopefully you enjoyed the live stream. We have covered, of course, Bitcoin, but also Render, XRP, Solana / Bitcoin, right? Solana against Bitcoin, Ethereum, Atom, MicroStrategy, JASMY, Gross, AR, ACH, Uniswap, and CFX. That's that. So yeah, thanks everyone, and I will see you again at the next one.